Hello, welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Thrill. It's lit. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so this is going to be a pick a card. My returning viewers, my thrivers, my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in, locking in for your section. All right, making sure you sharing the videos, telling all your friends, peoples, what's good. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. Check those readings out. Also do pick cards like this one and general readings and shit like that. So if you want a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. If you want to tip your reader, that's very much appreciated. Never expected. The information is in the description box, okay? This song is an Eminem song. It's so empty without me. Which song is this though? This is the song that this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me. Make sure y'all drinking your water, okay? Y'all drinking your water and staying aligned, mind, body, and soul. 111 on the clock, okay, period. Staying aligned. All right, so let me do it one time. And then we're gonna get started, okay? This pick a card is about hidden truths. Hidden truths you need to know. So this isn't really about just knowing people's business. This is things that you need to know. 1:30 during the clock. Like a need to know basis, like it affects you. Okay. It could be something that you don't know about, but it's affecting you directly. So you should know about it. Just follow me. Got your first seat because it feels so empty without me. Nah, 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 nah. Mm-hmm. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button. I'm about to start in like a couple seconds. Da-na-na-na. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the deck. I'm listening to the radio. They talk about Katy Perry, how somebody the fans crashed the stage and shit. Okay, but I really just put it on for the music. I'm gonna turn it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking right now. I don't know what to do with talking right now. Okay, period. Okay, so all right, let me show y'all the decks. Deck number 1 is the Crystal Power Tarot deck. So hidden truths you need to know. Use your intuition. The first one is Crystal Power Tarot deck. The second one is the Golden Tarot. Oh my goodness. The Golden Tarot. Okay. Hidden truths you need to know. Need to know basis. It affects you. You should be aware. Okay. Golden Tarot. The third one I got is Ghost and Spirits Tarot. Okay. Hidden truths you need to know. With this particular deck, I kind of get like a feeling of like, I mean, this to me, this like past over loved ones kind of deck. So you might get messages. Well, you're most likely gonna get messages from them. And yeah, so if this you're interested in this deck, this is the third one. Okay, Ghost and Spirits Tarot. Hidden truths you need to know. If you're watching this on the playback, I'm gonna have the timestamps. So use your intuition and then I'll meet you there. Okay. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Okay, so we're going to go to pile 1. All right, we're going to talk to God. I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day, every moment of the day, okay? So let me see. We better go to pile 1. Welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Trail. It's lit. You picked pile number 1, the Crystal Power Tarot deck. We're going to see hidden truths you need to know, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, pile 1. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I also do pick a cards and general readings, so tap in and hit the bell, okay? That be swell. If you're interested in a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. Interested in tipping me, that information's in the description, okay? So boom, this was going on. But we're gonna talk to God though first. Okay, power one. Hidden truths you need to know. So hidden truths you need to know. It could be about you. It could be about people around you. It could be about, I don't know, the past. It could be history. I don't know. Something that's relevant to your future. Everything's we're gonna see. Anyway, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for Power One, making sure we're all protected during this reading from lower vibrational energies, and we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio and the clear visuals, Lord. So, Power One, hidden truths you need to know. I did pre-shuffle, but we're not gonna start with those cards. We're talking about believe in your own magic card. It says morning. The world awaits you. I don't know about y'all, but I don't. I kind of don't really like using the word morning at all. I like to say like grand rising, 5:55 o'clock. But anyway, morning, the world awaits you. But this is still giving the vibes of like a new day. It's a new day. Nothing but sunshine, nothing but clear skies. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And it'll be all right. Okay, so it's a new day. Okay, so I also got some karma cards. All right, karma cards. So hidden truths you need to know. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this one first. I mean next. Oracle of the Mermaids card, 3443. Yamaya. Origins, freedom, power. So maybe there's some hidden truths about yourself that you didn't even know about yourself. Like, oh, like I didn't even know like I was that lit or something. I don't know. They got resonates, okay? Because it's like, I don't know how it is, however it is that you move. This in this powerful energy, freedom, origins. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like you just being yourself, you strong in yourself. And maybe this is like maybe this is what's hidden to other people. Like they didn't even realize this was in you or something like that. Okay. It's like, but you letting it. She was like, she's like controlling the sea, like orchestrating the sea and shit. Or like, she's definitely making ripples. Okay. But you could be a man or woman watching this, okay? But yeah, Maya. If I'm not mistaken, this is like an African spiritual deity. I haven't really gotten into African spiritual deities too much, but yeah, Yamaya. So I'm looking at eighth house for your karma cards. Personal power, the mysteries of life, and major change. You could be a Scorpio or something about Scorpio energy. Okay, as a life or death issue, getting and using power, use other people's resources. And then I was gonna say mechanic. I don't know, maybe some with somebody's car, and like you got somebody that maybe they got a good mechanic or something. But anyway, so yeah, getting and using power. So power is out here twice. Okay. And then like it's a full moon in this picture. It's a full moon like 2 days ago. Anyway, I'm looking at Sagittarius. There's a siren behind me. Insights to understand the wisdom of resulting from the understanding of. So you know what I'm saying? When it's sirens, it's either ambulance or it's the police. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But anyway, let me drink some water. Your highest ideals, the rules of get it out to the world and as a life or death issue, my nigga is making me feel like SOS, like save me. Is there a plane? Is there a plane or something? Did anybody see? Did anybody see the smoke? There's some smoke right here. Did anybody see the smoke sitting? I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all see the smoke in the corner? Is anybody? Father, can you hear me? Anyway, look, but this could also be about like get it out to the world, your highest ideals, the rules of like, I don't know, like the rules how you live your life, however you live your life. Other people could benefit from this. And maybe it could get them out of sticky situations, life or death issues. And then you get it out into the world, and then it's starting major changes and shit like that. because the insights that you got, it could be putting people on to their own personal power or their own, like, their understanding life, because everybody is different and everybody's got different experiences. But like, just like tarot, I feel like there's common experiences. This tarot, do tarot cards cover everything? I kind of feel like they do, like if you know how to read them, and something about experiences. But yeah, like you could have certain ideals or concepts and shit like that, power one, that, and maybe you didn't know this before because you had to experience more life. So now you know some things that you didn't know before, or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Okay. But Mercury also came out Gemini and Virgo energy, the awareness of many thoughts about or from many words. Okay. You know how to be like, there's nothing new under the sun? Like the thoughts that you think, like somebody has thought them thoughts before. I feel like there could be like a possibility. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a helicopter, airplane outside of shit. 11:22. But I feel like it could be a possibility of original thought, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Who knows? But there could be, so, and you could have them original thoughts. So get it out to the world and see what, I don't know. I was gonna see what it's hitting on, see what it's biting on or something. But anyway, it says communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. But this also is making me feel like word of mouth. Okay. So the world awaits you. You could be somebody you empower people. Maybe you didn't know this about yourself, or people didn't know this about you. Like you empower people. Like I don't know. Like you could be somebody's alarm clock or something like that. I don't know. But it says the world awaits you. Like I don't know. It just makes me feel like possibilities being endless and shit like that. It's a new day. Open your windows. She's in the sea, so it's fish and stuff, and she's in the water and stuff. But you see how she looks all refreshed and content? Okay. So I feel like this is gonna like benefit you. This is gonna be, you know how people be like, money is power? So much things people say is power, you know? But it says use other people's resources. I don't know. There could be people willing to invest in you or wanting to invest in you, because you know what? Origins, something starts with you or something like that. Origins, freedom, power. You could have original thoughts and you putting it out into the world. I don't know. As a life or death issue, it just makes me feel like it's time for something. Like I'm looking at the chariot. It's making me feel like get a move on something. Okay, so hidden truths. Power one needs to know. And we get 3 cards on the table for power one. Knight of Pentacles came out like this. Okay. This is somebody that's not on their path. Knight of Pentacles. They don't want to do the consistent work. Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. And the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I don't know if somebody tried to get you off your path or what, but we're going to keep going. 5 of Wands. They wanted to scuffle. They wanted to fight with you. Hidden truths you need to know, power one. 10 of Pentacles. This could be about somebody in your family or something about a legacy. They wanted to fight with you about a legacy, or I don't know, making a name or something. I'm looking at the 10 of Wands and the Emperor. Somebody could be burdened, or you could be burdened, or somebody wanted you burdened. All right, let me get 2 cards on the table for power one. Hidden truths, power one needs to know. 5 of Cups. Somebody's sad, or they wanted to cause you sadness. Maybe somebody didn't want you to feel like the world awaits you. Hidden truths you need to know, 1441. Somebody could have wanted you to feel like, close the windows, close the blinds. I'm going back in bed. There's some shit like that. They could have wanted you to not get shit out into the world. Okay. All these cards come out in reverse. King of Cups in reverse is a water sign. It could be about a water sign in reverse. The Magician is at the bottom of the deck. Peeking behind the Magician is the Ten of Wands. Somebody's burdened behind some type of magic or some type of manipulation. They use their tools to cause them sadness. At the top of the deck, Five of Cups came out. I will move forward when the time is right. Somebody didn't want to step. They didn't want to move forward. They could have felt some type of way about you being in your power. Hidden truths you need to know, Power One. Let me get one card on the table. Oh my goodness. The Devil came out in reverse. There's three cards in a row in reverse. Capricorn energy. I am free of whatever's holding me back. 1555. And I feel like the number stutter stepped or something like that. But anyway, I am free of whatever's holding me back. This came out in reverse. And I'm looking at Justice. So, hidden truths you need to know. There was somebody devilish in your life, okay? You know about this person, the Sun card, this is exposed to you. I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. You could be in a state of gratitude. I'ma keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. So I don't know. I'm looking at Justice and I'm looking at the Star. I don't know. Maybe something about the Pink Pony Club. I don't know. But the Star card, Aquarius energy, Justice. Something about you shining. Something about you being a star. I am inspired and positive about the future. It's fair for you to do what you do. Okay, it's fair for you to get out your highest ideals into the world, your wisdom, your insights. You help people understand things. Like I said, you could be somebody that helps people feel optimistic about the next day. It's a new day. Help people, encourage people to go within. When I split the deck, the Hermit, I follow my own path. Okay, Strength card, and everybody doesn't follow their own path. The Strength card, 1717. But I feel like it's about having the strength, finding the strength within yourself or in God, something bigger than you. I can deal with whatever comes my way. Somebody was tapped. Oh, look at this. Somebody come look at it. Monitoring spirits and shit. Yeah, so water sign in the reverse. I'm looking at the Nine of Cups, the Hermit. They feel some type of way about your happiness. They don't got no happiness because they don't know themselves. They haven't gone within. Okay. They want to stress this out. I was gonna say stress this out anymore, but then I want to say stress. Stress this out. But justice is out here again. Seven of Pentacles. Something's being shown in your work or something like that. Who you are. Okay, you didn't have to talk about nothing. 1818. You don't talk about it, you be about it. Okay. Some about this King of Cups in reverse. For Power One. Hidden truths they need to know. This could be somebody that you cut off. Because they want to fight and shit. They not even argumentative. It's like combative. I don't know if this person want to fight. With their words, but maybe also physically. I don't know, or energetically. Okay. Seven of Wands is in reverse. I feel like this person, they're not protected, but you are. You got your boundaries together, King of Swords. Okay. Because this person doesn't know themselves, it says, I actively hold true to my values. They don't have any values to hold true to. 1911. If anybody's trying to fuck with my solar plexus chakra, bitch, go work on your own and leave me alone. I rebuke you. Seven of Wands is in reverse, though. Like I said, it's like, what do you say when you don't stand for anything? You fall for anything? This person's has fallen. I was going to say, and they can't get up there. At the top of the deck is the Empress card, Libra, Taurus energy. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. Whatever it is that you do, it comes natural to you because you are yourself. And it just makes me feel like me, I feel like well, for everybody, our natural state of being is abundance. You know what I'm saying? Just people just be putting things in front of us first, or things trying to instill things within us to make us feel like our natural state is not abundance. Okay, but it really is. And you know that, you in tune with that. So because of that, it's like you taking care of everything is taken care of. God takes care of his creations. Period. This person was not being a creation of God with this devil in reverse. And they could have tried to come against you, and you are a creation of God, you're a child of God. So they done effed up. And I split the deck. I'm looking at the Hangsman, Pisces energy, selenite. I can see the situation another way. And I'm just feeling like ain't no way around it. Something about everything comes full circle and comes back to God. Because I feel like didn't God create the devil in the first place? I don't know what people be thinking or what they be doing, but what? Where did you want to go to the source? The root, the creator, everything. 2111. Talking about the devil in reverse. I mean, if you want to be on the winning team, that's how I feel. Winning in life. The Hanged Man's in reverse. All these for this person, a lot of their clarifications and their cards in general is in reverse. But it's like if whatever you do works in your world, just do it in your world. Don't bring that shit. I'm just thinking about in The Lion King, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there like shadowy areas and shit like that? And then like another area where Simba was at, it was more light and like the darker hyenas and shit, they would stay where they was at. Anyway, these people wanted to come towards you. But anyway, I'm looking at the Ace of Wands and the Lovers. Hidden truths you need to know, Power One. King of Pentacles, the Magician, Knight of Cups. There could be a boo thing in your energy, Power One. Maybe you didn't know that. Okay. They're very passionate about you. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. Yeah. This is something about, I feel like whoever this is who was in reverse is like, they're not their own anchor. This is in reverse. These people are trying to anchor into you for them to know, I don't know, for them to feel powerful, for them to have change in their lives, because the devil just still kills and destroys. The devil doesn't create anything. So yeah. But anyway, you got new things coming in on Power One. You're gonna get communication, fast communication about it. Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like God is in this with the Hierophant and the Strength card. Yep. Just keep staying close to God and walking with God, letting God guide your steps. Okay. Six of Wands, because God's going to put you in the forefront in front of your enemies, like, like, like there, like in their face and shit. It says, I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Six of Cups. I remember and treasure past happiness. This just makes me feel like people being nostalgic about the past and about you and what they think. They're not today. They're not on today, Saturday. Was it June 14th? All right, these people is, mm, I don't know. I guess what they call loyalty, but it's like they're not being loyal to themselves. Like, oh, that's the way we always done it. But it's not beneficial to them. I mean, not. I don't think it's beneficial. These people is losing out here. These people are losing. We gotta be the winners because the rest is losing. Anyway, let me get her Isis Oracle card. Hidden truths you need to know, Power One. Okay. You could be using different methods of communication or getting things, your ideas out into the world, your concepts, your ideals of how people should live, or something like that. And it's not, it don't even got to be like how people should live, but something about how you live your life. People want to take notes and shit because You in your own power. You got this freedom. Okay. And you're using it. And you got something to share with the world. You got wisdom. Something timeless. Something past, present, future people could use. Okay. But I'm finna wrap this up in a second. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like a personal slide to my DMs, then I got you. If you like to tip your reader, the information is in the description box. This is what came out for Isis Oracle card. The Lunar Queen. Hidden truths you need to know, part one. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. Yeah, so it's making me feel like some Empress energy. It's making me feel like some attraction, not pushing too hard, just being out, like not pushing too hard, but it makes me feel like still being receptive, being making yourself available. Okay. So yeah, make sure you gain your rest and also put that work in. Okay. So what else I want to do? Hidden truths you need to know, part one. I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get one of these. Okay. I'm gonna get one of these. This for part one. Hidden truths they need to know. And the DJ's on and on. I read part one. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Eleanor Roosevelt. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Yes, you could be helping people with the way they think, but you're helping people think positive. Because Sagittarius is a sign of positivity and optimism. Okay, so it says the best is yet to come. Okay, maybe you didn't know that. The best is yet to come, Power One. That's what's up. And what else I want to do? I'm gonna get a fortune. Maybe something about somebody's teeth, because I feel some. That's not right. About somebody's teeth. I don't know. I don't know, man. You should get that checked out. Okay, so what's it say? Power One, you will soon be receiving a phone call with exciting news, okay? You'll soon be receiving a phone call with exciting news. That's what's up. So if you do the lottery, you want some numbers, here they are. Or these numbers could resonate with you in whatever type of way. 2, 9, 14, 23, 26, 40. That's your reading. Y'all been great. Appreciate y'all. We're going to go to pile 2. The manna. I could barely hear the read. I don't know it. I don't know what they singing about. They singing something. Let me do some more. Oh my goodness. All right. So where we at? Show the where you at. It's lonely in this business. Okay. Welcome to my channel. Thriving Abundantly Tarot. It's let you pick pile number 2, the Golden Tarot deck. You're going to see hidden truths you need to know, pile 2. Hidden truths you need to know, okay? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like what else I be saying? I post all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. Also do pick cards and general readings, so tap in and hit the bell. All right. That'd be so. If you're interested in a personal, slide to my DMs and I got you. Interested in tipping your reader, the information is in the description box below. All right. So we're gonna talk to God. She said, baby, let's go. And I said, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me see. All right, part two, let's talk to God, and then we'll talk to y'all. You're going to talk to God together. All right, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for part two, making sure we're all protected during this reading. And we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. And making sure we all protected from low vibration energies. And we got clear audio and clear visuals. Thank you, Lord. If anybody's sending me any type of black magic negativity at all, evil eye. All right. Even if you don't mean it, I'll return that shit back to center. Because, bitch, you need to learn how to use your eyes. You need to learn how to have good thoughts when you look at people. But anyway, this is for power two. Power two, okay? So we're looking at feast, believe in your own magic, 29, 92. 92 could be significant. Maybe somebody born 92 or something like that. I don't know. But feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. So make sure, I don't know, it's cobwebs in the corner. I don't know if y'all, how y'all feel about cobwebs, but at this point in time, like, I don't even want to see no cobwebs. You know what I'm saying? 3121. I just want to see like nice bugs, like ladybugs and butterflies and shit and dragonflies. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got no tolerance for no. I mean, I don't know. They seem like darker energy flies and shit. Anyway, look. I don't know. And I don't know. I think something about daddy long legs. But I'm thinking about that movie, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I learned some type of fact about daddy long legs, but I don't know what it was now. But anyway, so she's got all this fruit and stuff. So make sure like you, I don't know, I was gonna say clean out your refrigerator or you eating things before it goes bad and shit like that, because what's the point of like it's giving like excess. Like make sure you maybe you giving it away or something like that too before something goes bad and you know shit like that. But anyway, feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Maybe also reflect and take into account how far you've come. Hidden truths you need to know. You could have be way further than you thought or something like that. I don't know. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Feast. Mm-mm. It looks like the person eating good. All right. But also, like your schedule could have been full. So, like, slow down, take a day, regroup, clean your house, do things that you don't do every day, but like maintenance that you do every week, every 2 weeks, every whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, yeah, so what happened? I'm looking at endurance, keep going, pile two, 4334. Keep going, endurance. Okay. So, yeah, you regroup, you slow down and celebrate yourself, feast. Also, like putting back into like your like discipline is what you count on, like regardless you got motivation or not. But motivation, like maybe you could put more into your motivational bank, maybe reading or learning about other powerful people and like you know what I'm saying, like coming back to yourself, spending more time with God. And then boom, you back off, you back into the races, okay? Endurance, keep going, exclamation mark, because you got work to do. And you put in that work and you got that tenacity, you got that fire. You got that fire. So I'm looking at karma cards that came out, Virgo energy, methods for the healing power of, the analyzing of, resulting from the perfectionism of. You could be really good at what you do. The serving of others, the details of do what you must do. Maybe you didn't even realize how like I think I said this in part one though too, like how lit you are. But like even when I say like what I mean by that is like how lit you are, like how elite. Like that's how it makes me feel because I don't know. It just makes me feel like you're not like everybody else. Because mm, I guess everybody's not in this race. But you know, I just noticed this is somebody else's tail. This somebody else's tail. It's actually three mermaids in this card because this somebody else's tail. I just noticed that just now. But anyway, you in the race. And when I say in the race, I mean like you living your life. Because sometimes people, they just be on the sidelines, letting life pass them by. I'm thinking about this Stevie Wonder song talking about is it that song? I don't know, but something about pastime. No, pastime paradise. Pastimes paradise. Just thinking about too much of thinking about the good old days, okay? How much you gonna think about the good old days? Make some good days today. Okay, but anyway, I'm looking at fifth house, Leo energy, if I'm not mistaken, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art. Do it dramatically. And it's making me feel like color outside the lines and taking risks with these dice right here. And there's some little cherubs and shit right here. Like your childlike energy is sparking you. You tapped into your inner child. The power of love, investment, gambles, and other games. Your creations. I don't know. But I have been watching a lot of shorts with Muhammad Ali in it. And I learned that he loved to play Monopoly. So that's what I just thought about with these dice. But also investment, gambles, and other games. I don't know, maybe about Monopoly or something about owning property or something like that. But when I played that game, I didn't really, I don't know, like I didn't really play it like that. It's like half-assed played it. I didn't get no hotels and shit. I was just wanted the cash. So I don't know. That's given like, oh my gosh. That's given like, how do rich people think? How do poor people think? This how I don't know, but my nigga. So maybe endurance, keep going. Maybe whatever it is that you're doing, you trying to own some. You trying to do something. You trying to do, I don't know. I was gonna say residential. I don't know. You trying to do something like that's gonna count for generations. And I'm looking at Pluto, Scorpio energy, resurrect, get to the heart of, do or die, you must. That makes me feel like how Yoda would talk. Do or die, you must. The need for control of, an obsession with, a power struggle. So I don't know if the power struggle people got an issue with other people being in touch with their inner children and using their imagination and creating things and imagination. It equals like your money with no lid on it. Like that's how I feel. But I feel like I was listening to somebody else and they said something to the same effect. Anyway, let's see. Let's get some tarot cards. Myron Davis. I don't know. I was listening to somebody. He's a speaker. I could be wrong about his name, but I think his name is Myron. Anyway, this is for pile 2. So you could be very detail orientated. You could be very work oriented, like very like your work ethic could be impeccable. Hidden truths you need to know, pile 2. At your workplace, there could have been somebody trying to have a power struggle with you. I'm looking at the 7 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Okay. And then with the Virgo energy, it makes me feel like, yeah, serving others, but it makes me feel like in a soft kind of way. Because it says methods for the healing power of. Like the way that you help others doesn't necessarily have to be like hard skills or like carrying things for people or giving people money or doing things like physically doing things for them. You could do something like on the inside. You could do something to people on the inside that changes their lives. that changes their lives, that makes them in touch with their inner child. Whoever's sending me any negativity to my hands, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. My hands are protected by God and Jesus himself. Amen. So this for pile 2. Yeah, so like I said, you could be somebody that you help people turn some shit up on the inside. So then maybe you help them reawaken themselves. Like you help them know that they could be their own champion in their own life, their own boss in their own life or something like that. Clear out any interference with these cards. Okay. And this endurance, keep going. It just makes me feel like keep going. Like your goal is going to be reached or something like that. Clear out any interference with these cards. Let me get 3 cards on the table for pile 2. Hidden truths they need to know. Any negativity being sent my way, I return it back to sender. 2 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Okay. Something about being burdened and being in a state of limbo. If you was in a state of limbo, oh, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? You would be feeling burdened. If you was in that state of limbo for, you know what I'm saying, too long, make your mind up. Make your mind up. Even if you make a bad decision, I feel like hopefully 41, you could change course, you could change your mind. If not, I feel like it's better to make a bad decision than to make no decision. Depending on what it is. Maybe if you're okay with, because not making a decision is a decision in itself. So if you're okay with that, then you're lit. Then you're good. So let me get 3 cards on the table for pile 2. Somebody could have wanted to control you. Let me get 3 cards on the table for pile 2. Knight of Pentacles. This came out for pile 1, but it was in reverse for the first card too. With Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. At the bottom of the deck, there's some noise pollution campaigning at the top. At the top of my head. At the top of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so 3 and 3. Could be significant. All right, so this is for pile 2. Hidden truths you need to know. Maybe the relevance is like irrelevance, or like the theme is like people's paths. Hidden things about themselves. Hidden things about their paths. Hidden things about what you alive for, what you here on this earth for. And with this creations, 5th house energy, power of love, is like your inner child knows. I mean, I feel like as soon as they see things, like that's why it's good to I want to say expose your children, show your children things that they could be interested in, because you don't know what they could gravitate towards. They don't know maybe until they see it or some shit like that. Unless they automatically, like, I don't know, they start doing stuff on their own. They start doing things. I don't know. I don't got kids. But it's like, but I don't know. I would be interested to know and see, like, you probably, they around you, they would see, they'll be influenced by you. They see what you got going on. And then it's like, if you're doing things that would appeal to them, when they get older, they could build on that and be successful. And there would be no power struggle. There wouldn't be nobody in control of them. That's what I feel like. Just like you see people that's successful, like you can be successful at any time in any type of way. That's how I feel. But I was gonna say, as far as skills, things that take consistency, things that take routine, that takes time for you to do it. A lot of times people be at an advantage if they start when they're young. People start when they're younger. They start as soon as you know yourself, you act on that. As soon as you know yourself, you act on it. You're not trying to figure things out. Anyway, I'm looking at the Queen of Cups. Let me get 2 cards on the table for pile 2. Hidden truths you need to know. Let me get 2 cards on the table for pile 2. Clear out any interference with these cards. Uh, judgment. Judgment. And the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Taurus energy. Judgment for me, this is Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. I mean, y'all see them y'all see them tomb. I mean, what you call it? Gravestones. Right? Gravestone. And it's time, right? This timer right here. And then this angel blowing his trumpet. This what came out. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment. So the power of love. And then I was going to say something about life or death. I mean, I think that came out for, but this said do or die, you must. This could be about what you stand for in your life. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Endurance, keep going. What you stand for in your life, like, and also your connection to God. Like, I'm looking at the King of Wands. It's making me feel like go-getter energy. Because God, I feel like God gives us the passion, our purpose, to know what to do, how are we moving. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands and the Tower. I'm not sure if the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is together. I'm looking at the Page of Wands and the Tower. Death card, Scorpio energy. The Tower and the Death card. Somebody was like on the opposite side of things, okay? Now, either they could have been trying to interfere with what you got going on. Do fish be going fast? Like when they be swimming together? Because there's also fish in this card. There's also fish in this card. Do they be going fast? Or do they be going like with the flow? Like, because whatever pace you're going at, I don't think you're going fast. Okay? Endurance, keep going. Okay? You're not, because sometimes people try to live their life fast. They want to do everything fast. So I don't know. But then again, I'm like, who wouldn't want to do things fast? But at the same time, though, to me personally, it's like have some things that is also long term. Okay. I was gonna say diversify. But anyway, let me get one card on the table. So anyway, maybe something about investments. Investments is out here. Diversify. Let me get one card on the table for pile 2. Hidden truths you need to know. That's too many cards. Let me get one card on the table for pile 2. Hidden truths you need to know. Clear out any interference with these cards. I feel like somebody is learning about the paths that they took in their life. Maybe by watching you. This could be somebody that wants to, they want to try me, or they want to fight you. I don't know, but I already knew this was the Five of Wands from the back. But you can already know or maybe see how something's coming or how somebody, what somebody's about. But something about how they was living life, they wasn't living their life right. And it shows. Because life will show you. Life is going to teach you. Something like that. But anyway, somebody, they could have wanted to fight with you about something. Anyway, I'm looking at the Eight of Swords, air energy. This could be about self-inflicted binds. Prisms, prison, jail. Eight of Swords, judgment. Somebody's being judged for how they've been living their life. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And you just keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling like that verse, that Psalms that's talking about 1,000 at my left, 10,000 at my right. Something like that. This is like somebody falling off from your left, somebody falling off from your right. And it's like, look, keep going. You can't. I don't know. It just making me feel like an energy like, I remember being at the movie theater and they had, they got these commercials in the front and before the movie starts, but there's this, I don't know why it's so funny, but They was running to go somewhere. And then they was like, I don't know, the boy dropped the popcorn or something like that. And they was like, they was running like as a family. And then the boy dropped the popcorn, I don't think, or he fell. And they was like, leave him, leave him. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe somebody's family. It's somebody, I don't know, but leave him, leave him. I don't know, but endurance, keep going. Something about your path. You still gotta run your race. Okay. Talking about the Knight of Pentacles for pile two. The Magician. All the tools that you need to make things happen. All the things you need to make shit happen. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy, Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like this Queen of Cups could be similar to is like your character, your energy. Knight of Wands. It could be a fire sign that's in lack. Five of Pentacles, injustice. This could be what's fair. Okay, hidden truths you need to know. You're really doing this life thing. If nobody told you. Because something about, I don't know, whoever's experiencing this judgment, I mean, they really feel like you doing life really well. That's why they wanted to overpower you or something. It's because you keep God first. I'm looking at the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. 3-3. Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. Somebody could have wanted to take from you Seven of Swords. Somebody could have wanted to take from you like your ships coming in and people fellowshipping with you, people fuck with you. Three of Cups. But this is what you created. This was coming in. This is what you created. This is what's in your path. This was on your path. I'm looking at the Hierophant Taurus energy. But God's seen these folks. God moves through you. Okay, and then the Queen of Swords. You got your boundaries up. You're not letting people steal from you. I'm looking at the World's card. And when I say steal from you, like steal your energy. Like you're not talking to nobody and being exhausted and shit like that. You're not talking to nobody that God told you not to talk to them. God told you, look, this person is ruining your life. You don't feel good when you talk to them. In your body, you don't like it. I'm just thinking about a child and respecting a child's boundaries and be like, they don't like it, leave them alone. But anyway, something about this judgment for Pal 2. I don't know. Maybe it's a hidden truths about somebody. I don't know, my nigga. But anyway, clear any interference with these cards. Take whatever I say as a resonance. Some of this judgment. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Ace of Cups. Something about, this could be something about you going within you loving yourself, God loving you. With this judgment, though, Page of Wands, it kind of make me feel like clarifying the judgment, it kind of makes me feel like what people know you as, how people know you. Like, even like, you know what I'm saying? You know how people got certain reputations and legacies that they take to the grave, and people always remember them this type of way? Something about you loving yourself and knowing yourself, and people seeing this, and this childlike energy, Page of Wands. Creative energy too. Queen of Pentacles. Like you being stable, like endurance, keep going. You're making a name for yourself. Feast, slow down, and celebrate yourself. Hidden truths. Because, I'm just let's say into the thick of it. You know, when you in something, it's like you don't even know because your head is down. You focus on what you got going on, and then it's like when you do those reviews every 2 weeks, every month, you step back, you see, look at what I've done. Okay, yeah, we got next week going on. We're gonna do this and this and that. But look at what we did. Do we do all of what we wanted to accomplish and shit like that? It's like you making moves, you making traction. And I split the deck. I seen it's the Empress, Libra, Taurus energy. That's a suck pile too. That's a suck pile too. Don't play with them. So hidden truths you need to know is that keep putting that work in. Okay, keep letting your inner child come out to play. Take that time out to reevaluate. There's no like reevaluating, like changing your direction. More like reflecting. More like reflecting. Not really reevaluating. I mean, if you need to, then do that, you know. I'm looking at the Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups. Now, somebody could be having self-afflicted bonds about your happiness, or this is an entire family that feels some type of way. But whoever's trying to fuck with my crown chakra and my third eye chakra, bitch, leave me alone. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I be saying leave me alone like y'all just playing. Stop y'all playing. I'm protected. Leave me alone. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. I'm looking at confusion, illusions. It could also be choices, okay? Choices. Anyway, Eight of Swords being clarified by the Ten of Cups. Somebody could be in a self-inflicted bond, conflicted in their mind about how you so happy, how you got a happy ending, how you get a happy ending. They've been trying to fight with you. They've been trying to tear your life up since you. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm tapped in a little bit too personal, but they've been trying to flip your life upside, like flip shit around since you was a child, trying to untwist things and tie other things together that don't go together and doing confusion. Seven of Cups. Maybe trying to have you in your head, not using your gifts. You being trapped in your head, not knowing what to do because you wouldn't be in tune with God. You could have been in tune with your family, but they could have had you in a cage. And I want to say, you take responsibility, accountability. Like you made the cage, you let them make the cage, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you wasn't aware. Then you could have got aware. You could have started a routine, and then you could have seen people getting weird. You could have seen people getting weird because you started doing things for yourself. And then you do things for yourself consistently enough, it becomes like who you are, what you're known for, shit like that. And if this family wanted you in some type of cage or self-inflicted binds and confusion, what's the reason? What is the reason? But at the top of the deck is the World's card and the Moon card. This could be some hocus pocus, moon magic. And they're going to say some ancient shit. This is what we do. This is what we've been doing. We've been sacrificing young energy, children and shit. But you know, it be making me think about Hocus Pocus, right? The movie Hocus Pocus. I be saying Hocus Pocus all the time, but the movie, right? That's my favorite movie, right? I don't know. You know how you be like, right? But anyway, look, Hocus Pocus, if I'm not mistaken, with Bette Midler and the three witches, and they was singing to the children, "Come, little children, I'll take thee away." Da-na-na. And then other children was following them, and then they got them into their lair and shit, and was like sucking the children's essence and shit. This is what these niggas be doing. That's how it make me feel. Okay, take it how it resonates. Okay, take it how it resonates. Okay. Anyway, at the top of the deck though is the World's card, new phases, new cycles, and it was just something that changed. I don't know if it was something changed into Aries. It could have been Saturn, something really relevant and something really prominent. Right now is the age of Aquarius. Things that technology, also things that is more factual, things that's more concrete, it's more clear. It's not delusional, illusional. People could just go under the radar. And but it also makes me feel like certain people's powers and magic and manipulations not working because people being aware, because also information too. But the world's card is like new phases, new cycles. At the Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing. I'm looking at the Emperor and the Knight of Wands and the Devil. The power struggle is about these people that do this ancient magic or something like that. They didn't want a cycle to close. They want to keep operating in this devil energy in the lives of innocent souls. They want to dirty up. They want to dirty up people that's clean. Some about this Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups for a power two. Clear out any interference with these cards. These people getting caught up or something like that. These people could be really well versed in some type of magic or some type of manipulation. Wanting to control things, wanting to make things against nature. Because counting on people being naive, counting on people not knowing themselves. Something about this Ten of Cups for power two. Hidden truths you need to know. Clear out any interference with these cards. Like you could not even know that it was your family making you feel like you was in some type of maze that you couldn't get out of, that you was in some type of cycle that it just there was no higher ground. I'm looking at the Chariot moving forward. There was no forward movement progression. All right, Page of Swords. I mean, this could be somebody watching you move forward. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. If this isn't you embodying this energy, both of these energies, this could be somebody, I don't know, because the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, they're not the same. But the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like could look like an Empress on the outside, materialistically. But on the inside, do they got that passion? Do they got that drive? Or are they lazy? Or are they just that? But somebody could have wanted to compete with you in some type of way using magic, Ace of Wands. Let me see. Let me get one card on the table for a pile. Two. Hidden truths you need to know. It's quite a few cards there. I'm looking at the King of Swords. You could be saying no to your family, no to the memories. I said that because the Six of Cups is here. No to like, I'm grown. How you knew me? That's nice. Wasn't that some good times? Get to know me now or don't. It's up to you. If y'all open to that, maybe some of y'all aren't open to that. Maybe y'all got your sword up, boundaries up. If you don't know me by now, you ain't never gonna know me. King of Swords. This could be towards your family energy. So okay, because I don't know, feel like they wanted to infringe on your rights, cross the line, step on your toes. Anyway, let's look at these cards. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune. There's too many cards for that I don't want to look at all these cards. But something about you standing your ground and holding on to your destiny and not letting anybody sun you in your life. You're the main character. You're the main character. You're doing things. And if they want to watch, that's it. But they can't make you watch them. You got things to create. They can't, and this could even be like on a bigger, grander scale, like you not allowing yourself to be distracted by distractions, right? I don't know. Like when I be on here, I be thinking about like commercials. Like commercials be distracting. Things things that try to put subliminal messages into your head to promote and support their campaign and what they got going on. And you know, everybody got to eat, everybody got to live. I got something, you could have something that I don't have. And then you know what I'm saying? Like bartering, trading. I got something that you don't got. Boom, I got you. And then vice versa. And then that's how it should be. I don't know what's going on. Where's the power struggle, man? Everybody got a piece to the puzzle. I was listening to somebody else's reading. They was like, oh, like this energy of like, oh, somebody wants to be you. But then that's kind of why it makes me feel like a power struggle. If this square is right here and it's got your name on, just like these, well, in the judgment, just like these plots, these graves, it's room for one. It's room for one. It's room for one. A pair of shoes. It's only room for one pair of feet in them shoes. This person want to fight you. Oh no, I want to play musical chairs and shit. Bitch, we're not doing this. But anyway, what happened? I was gonna say something else though. I was saying, there's like, oh, this person wants to be you in the reading that I was watching. But then I was like, I said out loud, I was like, that's a slap in God's face because God made you who you are. Now then I'm like, I don't know. Because some of these beings be acting like God didn't make them. So I don't even know what's going on. But whoever made you, man, act like yourself. Because even still, they still be trying to act like they're positive and shit like that. Like, no, if you on some Adams family shit, just be like that or something like that. But anyway, I feel like that's a slap in God's face to want to be to be somebody else. Okay. Not even just like be who you're not, but because what if you're not a particular type of way, but you want to develop that type of way? But then again, I feel like it's in you. And then it just comes out more. But it's always been in you type shit. It just needs to be developed, cultivated, and shit like that. I feel like that's different versus somebody is who they are and you trying to study this person. And it's like as a grown person, like maybe I could really understand, maybe like you a teenager, you don't know yourself, you're still trying to figure it out. You got people that you really look up to and shit like that. But I don't know, because I feel like a little bit too much studying people, and I don't know. I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with learning from people and seeing how it resonates with you and you similar to that, and you finding your own thing though, you finding your own groove. Is this some song talking about don't disturb the groove? Don't disturb the groove or something, I don't know. But I split the deck. I'm looking at the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands, Five of Cups. Somebody is sad, something about you being able to rest, or something about you resting, or I don't know, somebody could be in their walkie-talkie energy like, oh, somebody resting or something like that. And I just feel like you could be moving though, but or maybe moving significant, or just moving, like making progress, making moves. Um, because but you're going at your own pace, and you holding it down, you holding your ground. Whoever you're holding your ground from could be people that they don't really take too kindly, people that know themselves and act on it. But you don't give a fuck. You in this King of Swords energy. You're sovereign. God tells you what to do, not man. King of Cups, Temperance. So 2 kings out of 4, it just made me feel like emperor energy. And temperance, earth angel energy, 2 of cups. So this could be you. And this could be you meeting somebody that's like you too. Okay. Boot thing. Don't play with them. Split the deck. The lovers. Gemini energy. Okay. Yep. Don't play with them. Something about you being with somebody that's equally yoked. Okay. That's what's up. Right? You'll say the stress, let the stress go. I don't know. Somebody you gonna be able to run the race with. Endurance. Keep going. And they're not pressed about, oh, you ahead of me. Or they're not pressed about trying to tell you, oh, you behind or some shit like that. Y'all going at your own pace. Y'all going the same way. Y'all going the same way. Y'all going all the same way. You can't be on top of each other. I mean, even though you know what I'm saying but you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like in the same spot, trying to go to the same direction or some shit like that. Everybody got their own place. They're all going the same direction and they're going together. Okay. I'm finna wrap this up. All right. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I did catch that 11111. 11111. Okay, so this is for pause 2. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. All right. If you like a personal slide to my DMs, and I got you. If you like to tip your reader, the information is in the description box. Let me just get one card on the table for pause 2. Hidden truths they need to know. Hidden truths they need to know for pause 2. Clear out any interference with these cards. Eye of Horse. I'm trying to see what the song is. Anyway, Eye of Horse. The Eye of Horse brings divine perception. That means you see with the eyes of God, divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Something about you knowing that your universe divine experiencing it itself within you type shit, and you moving and you living your life and you being in touch with your inner child. Hello. Because that's where that spark comes from. That's where that creativity comes from. And that not being too rigid, you staying flexible, your mental mind is staying elastic because you're doing things you're interested in doing and shit like that. If not, whoever's not doing that, they could find themselves being rigid. They want to control other people. Well, my inner child isn't playing like that. I'm doing shit I don't like to do. How come they get to do shit that they like to do? And and whine, and complain. And I'm gonna tell my mommy. How come they get to do this and that? Oh no, they shouldn't be able to do this and that. I want to control this person. I'm not happy. I'm miserable. And shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That'll even sound like somebody that's on their path. It sounds like somebody's on in a standstill. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, if I see somebody like that, I'm gonna feel like walk on by. I'm gonna keep walking on by. You know? Dun, 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 dun. What? God told me to keep it moving. I'm gonna let you talk your mess. Talk your shit. That's how I feel. But anyway, I'm gonna get one of these. Here they are. I'm gonna get one of these right here for Pod 2. Hidden truths they need to know. What's the struggle about? I don't know, but I just thought about roosters. No, I don't know if like roosters, if there's like one per farm. If they had multiple roosters, would they be fighting in the morning? Like, no, I want to cock-a-doodle doo. I'm the one that cock-a-doodle doos at sunrise or some shit like that. Everybody got their job. Everybody got their spot. I don't know, but from what I understand, maybe something about learning your lessons and because a lot of people that just want to do the good deeds and shit. Yeah, the good deeds, but are you doing what God told you to do? That's just how I feel. I don't know. The good deeds, good dude, good dude. I don't know. Maybe these people they're just not good people or something. I don't know, but whatever. I'm thinking about some like bubble gum, not bubble gum, but like I don't know. It tastes kind of like nostalgic. I can't taste it. In my mind's eye, I'm tasting it. I'm smelling it. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So power too. Hidden truths you need to know is that it's in your best interest to stay true to yourself. People respond to authenticity. Barbara Streisand, they see themselves in you, and then you can see yourself in them. And then it's all good. Like, and then I was gonna say all good just a week ago. But anyway, stay true to yourself. People respond to authenticity. And then also people feel like, oh, it's okay for me to come out. Like, it's okay for me to come outside. Like, they feel more like not alone because you being authentic. It might not be the same thing like you, but it's like, oh, like it's okay. Like, I don't gotta hide. I could take my mask off, like it's accepted or something. Anyway, part two, do small things with great love. Do small things with great love. Because sometimes people be doing the opposite. They be doing big things with small love. And it's like, keep it. Keep it. Yeah, you did this and that and that and this and ah. But you it wasn't no love in there, barely any love. It just makes me feel like so like wringing something out, like wringing out. What if you had some oranges that wasn't like right and it's still hard, and you trying to wring out the orange juice? You trying to squeeze the orange juice out, and it's like barely any orange juice coming out. I don't know. But anyway, do small things with great love. Okay. So you don't got to do all of that. You could do what you do. Just make sure it's a lot of love in it. Okay, so otherwise it's like, why do it? That's how I feel. But anyway, I'm gonna get a fortune in power two. Hidden truths you need to know. All right, power two. More art in your life. Okay, half of this fortune is cut off. It ripped up. But I could read what part of it says. But it's art in here too. Fun romance making art. Okay. Just let yourself play. Get some paper, get a pencil, get some markers, get some crayons. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do something. Anyway, look, whatever you want to do. Anyway, look, there's more art in your life. And I want to add some words, but I think but it says more art in your life at this time will help you feel better. But anyway, this is how I look. Maybe y'all can feel some emotion. But more art in your life will help you feel. More art in your life will help you feel. You know how people be like, numbers, logistics, cold, calculated, hard facts. It's like not in their feeling. I don't know if it's left brain or right brain, but either side of the brain. I think it's the left brain, but it's like add some right brain in there. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. I'm just thinking about like in school. I'm not sure how I feel like most curriculums, like for children, it's balanced out. Like they got a part where I don't know, it depends their age, but they got a part where like they're coloring, they're using their motor skills, they're cutting paper, they're learning simple math skills, they're learning words, they're learning how to read, they're learning this, they're learning that. When you become an adult, Why not continue to do the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Even look at the internet, Google, trying new things out. Like, why not expand yourself and still keep yourself sharp? Okay. Even learning something different keeps your mind sharp, like learning something new instead of doing things. Because sometimes people get comfortable, like, oh, I know this like the back of my hand. And then it's like, and then I don't know. It's just people stop growing and they start talking about back in their day, back in their heyday and shit like that, but they still alive. And it's like, you could still be doing shit. Like, what? Who's listening to your stories? What? I don't know. But then again, even if you got stories, you're older, you got stories to pass down, to tell people, to put people on to your own experiences. They could learn from you. That's still, I feel like that's making something new. That's it's not, it's making something new though. I you know, I feel like that. But I don't know. Maybe somebody do write stories. So what happened? I'm done with this. You're gonna go to pile three. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button, everything like that. We're gonna go to pile three. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Don't know that. Ready. It's gave me that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. This is intermission. So give me that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Oh, my darling. Cause all nights we jamming. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Power three. Welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Tarot. It's lit. You picked pile number three, the Ghost and Spirits Tarot deck. We're going to see what hidden truths you need to know. Okay? What hidden truths you need to know, pile three. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I also do pick a cards and general readings, so tap in and hit the bell. That be swell. If you're interested in a personal, slide to my DMs and I got you. Interested in tipping your reader, the information is in the description box. Thank you in advance. Thank you kindly. Okay, let's keep on though. Power three. Hidden truths you need to know. I'm gonna talk to God. And then I'm gonna show you what's going on. All right. So, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for Pile 3, making sure we're all protected during this reading. And we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation for the clear audio and the clear visuals as well, Lord. Take this in low vibration energies. Amen. All right. So, I mentioned in the beginning that this particular pile could be a little bit more ethereal, supernatural, otherworldly. Only because I feel like because of this deck, Ghost of Spirits Tarot. I don't use this deck too much, okay? Anywho, the Believe in Your Own Magic card that came out is 33, okay? Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Here and now. I promise to love faithfully. You're all I need. I don't know, but somebody could be like nostalgic right now. Hidden truths you need to know. I mean, I don't know. Something about snap out of it. Wake up. There's things going on right now. Somebody's head could be in the sky, in the clouds. There's a mermaid and in planets. It just feels like not really too grounded, like feeling like, uh-uh. there's these certain healing modalities that I watch, like Reiki and shit like that. And there's certain exercises that you could do that makes you feel comfortable with where you are in this time and space in reality in 2025. Like, because our souls, like, sometimes it could be like feeling some type of way. Like, I don't know, just having us caught up in shit that's not going on right now. Right now, which is like the only space and time where shit is happening. But also something about paying attention to people when they're talking to you. Hidden truths. I don't know, maybe somebody like daydreams and people be talking to them. And then it's like, if you daydreaming while somebody talking to you, like, why are you talking to them? Why are you talking to them? Why are you entertaining conversation? Or it's like, I don't know. I got this sticker on my thing. It says, be kind. Okay. I'm looking at 21:12. The mirror. Know thyself. Self examination. Seeing who you really are. It makes me feel like seeing who you really are beyond, even beyond the mirror or beyond the reflection. It says the mirror, but it kind of looks like she's looking in water. And then it looks distorted, like in the water. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are at a soul level, not what school you went to, who your mama and daddy is. Here's something like that. Okay. The mirror, who your soul is. Like, when your body goes, what can you take with you? What can you take with you? And I think something about memories and what's in your heart or something like that. Like, that's what we take with us. Something like that. Memories and what's in our heart or something. But anyway, I'm looking at these karma cards. 12th house energy came out, Pisces energy, seeking oneness with all there is. And I want to say all that there ever will be. I'm looking at philanthropy, keep your involvement hidden. Your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions, or overwhelming events. Something about what you believe in, your faith. I don't know, but I just remember having this hostess, host, hostess job. And this lady came in, I'd be just lit to be alive. You know what I'm saying? But the hostess makes sure they give a good impression to the people walking in. You know what I'm saying? So high vibrational, positive shit like that. I'm smiling and shit. But anyway, this lady came in, so whatever, I greeted her. And she was like, oh, like, you look like you having a good day or something like that. And I said, I am. And then she said, you look like you must know Jesus or something like that. And I said, I do. And then I said, sometimes I don't like to tell people. But the reason why I felt like that at that time is because maybe I just feel like, I don't know, like demons was on my ass. It is like maybe I was just trying to like shine a little bit less or something like that. But it's like I couldn't hide it. It's like I couldn't hide it either way. But it's like keep your involvement hidden. But it's like, I don't know. Something about faith, okay? And something also, maybe something about you knowing yourself at a soul level. And it just makes me feel like it just gives off a light. It just gives off a signal. And then people that's not in tune or in touch, like they be wanting to attack and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be feeling like that because I'm like, Jesus already died. Jesus already died. Leave me alone. That's how I feel. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to figure out and realize that, or what I'm feeling like is that there's protection in being strong in your faith. There's protection And I feel like there's protection in being strong in your faith, and also like being okay, like, oh no, my nigga. Like knowing that you are like, I'm much more than this body. So whatever happens, like I'm still me. It's some shit, my nigga. I don't know. I don't know, because I like being alive. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's like what? It's like being okay with it. For your faith, for yourself, ultimately, too. Seeking oneness with all there is. Anyway, I'm also looking at this card, Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, the granting of blessings from good fortune. It's good fortune from you seeing who you really are. In this world, I don't know if it's a song, but in this world, I don't know. They call it a prison planet. They call it prison. Do they call it a prison planet? I don't know, but if they do, I just feel like you be out the prison if like you true to yourself. But if you try, I don't know, but I'm just thinking about like the industrial age, even like even after that, is that technology? I don't know, but something about them needing people to work, them needing people to do repetitive tasks. And it's like, that's okay if that's what you want to do. But whatever repetitive task that you do, whatever you do consistently, it should be something I feel like true to you. So you could be content in your life, so you could feel good. And also, you could fulfill your purpose, your destiny, what your soul is supposed to be doing. But also something about not getting caught up in the good old days. There's good days now. Anyway, learn or teach, be positive about, grow and expand. Okay. You could be gaining blessings. You could maybe you help people grow and expand. Whoever's sending me any negativity in any capacity, I return it back to sender. In the name of Jesus. Also, dismantle your devices. Okay. The next card I got though is Pisces. Pisces is out here twice. So this could be definitely a Pisces that I'm talking to. You don't have to be. Something about taking the time to know yourself, taking the time to see what you really want to do, what you really want to do with your life and shit like that. And doing it. Anyway, your dreams, the idealization of, be a part of something overwhelming and spirituality to ultimately experience, trusting your psychic knowledge of, resulting from the indecision of or about. Resulting from the indecision of or about. It just makes me feel like if you don't make any decisions, this is like some go with the flow. And then it's like what you get from going with the flow. Now, something about you going with the flow, like your soul's flow, your inner compass, what you feel like doing. What you feel like doing, like what? Now, I used to feel like I told y'all, I used to feel like I was in my body, but I don't feel like that no more. I don't feel like I'm in this body. I feel like I'm around this body and I have this body and I can make this body do shit. And shit like that. And let God move through me. And shit, because everything's connected. Seeking oneness with all there is. But I also seen some Mind Valley commercial that said the same thing. But yeah, but I'm so glad that I thought about that I came to feeling like that, because when I felt like I was in my body, I felt so constricted and restricted. I felt like my body was too small. I felt like my body was too small for me, for this body. I felt like I was too big for this body that I'm in. But I don't feel like that no more. Like you know, But then I feel like that's why it's good to like call your soul energy back, your fragments back, call your power back and shit like that because you don't want parts of you scattered out and shit. But anyway, maybe y'all got different ways how you see it. But I'm looking, let me see. Let me get some tarot cards. This for pile 3. Hidden truths you need to know. And then I'm looking at hidden tendencies. You could be teaching people to trust what they don't see, or trust the intuition. Trust what they sense. What they sense. Not even using your senses, but like what they sense, like what they sense. I don't know. I feel like I'm checking the wind levels. Anyway, what? Mm-mm. Something about spirit though. But anyway, oh my goodness. I'm looking at the 4 of Pentacles. Hidden truths you need to know. Mm-hmm. 4 of Pentacles holding on. Look how it looks. It reminds me of this game that I played. And I'm not gonna hit you with the back in the day nostalgia, but you know what I'm saying? It's in my mind's eye, so it's relevant right now. But anyway, it's some type of temple game. It's making me feel like some type of native thing. But it looked like little skeletons, but I don't know. It also looks like, I don't know. Reminds me of like birds or something. Okay. It's for pile 3. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I wanted to be on some. Is he on some Ebenezer Scrooge? But this is the King of Pentacles. You could have Earth in your chart. And then in this picture, it's like a horse. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. He looked like he got like a little Grim Reaper type of knife sword thing, hook thing. I don't know, but it's a horse and carriage. And then look how this man looking. He look a little menacing. I don't know, but I don't know. For this for pile 3. Hidden truths you need to know. There's a full moon in this picture. I don't know. He looked like he knows secret or something. I don't know. Let me get 2 cards on the table. Maybe somebody knew a secret about you and they didn't tell you about your about who you are. They didn't tell you about who you are. And who you are is a big deal or something like that. Maybe you had dreams about this. Maybe you always, or you've got big dreams. You always feel like you was destined for more or something. All right, hidden truths you need to know. Four of Pentacles. I mean, this could be about your ancestors not letting you lose who you are. You could be somebody that tunes out when people talk. But then again, I'm still like, I guess. If you don't really, I don't really feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's polite. So I wouldn't even have the conversation with them at all. I wouldn't even have no conversation with them. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe this person's talking about some type of small talk shit. And you're like, look, I got bigger. I'm on a mission for real. Because you see how she's got these seashells on her shirt, on her top, which is like this top. It looks very fashionable. So I don't know. Maybe that's relevant to some. But anyway, in her dreams or whatever, there's a mermaid. And it's like about her being true to herself what she rather do. And it's like, you never, even if you could have been around people that was talking about other stuff, you always been into what you was into. You always held on to that. You always held on to who you really are. Oh my God. It's scary. It's ghosts and goblins and shit. Ghosts and spirits. So anyway, I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, air energy, Seven of Swords, sneaking, stealing, destroying. Oh my God. It's coming from back from the dead again. Literally. It's coming out the ground. It kind of, look at his hair though. It kind of makes me think about like Statue of Liberty crown. I don't know why. Maybe not. I don't even want to look at it too hard. But I'm looking at the World's card and the Magician at the top of the deck. You know, I've really used these cards a lot of times exclusively for like ancestor messages. I never really had, not too much, like a whole spread with these cards. But anyway, the Magician at the top of the deck, Gemini energy. You having all that you need to make shit happen. And this card makes me feel like the elements. Something about warmth and coldness, summer and winter. Well, all the seasons really. And being in touch with the earth and being in touch with the heavens. Hidden truths you need to know. Something about somebody, they don't got no type of, I don't know. I was about to say they don't got no type of life. You know how people be like, I don't know what your faith is or what you believe in, your higher power source, whatever. Whatever works for you that connects you to something bigger than you and also connected to the whole. Seeking oneness with all there is. The philanthropy. And then I'm thinking about philosophy, the way that you live your life. Hidden truths. Clear any interference with these cards. Let me get 2 cards on the table for power 3. Hidden truths you need to know. Clear out any interference with these cards. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, return any negativity back to sender. Let me get 2 cards on the table for power 3. We get 2 cards on the table for power 3. Hidden truths they need to know. This deck feels pretty new. I don't really use it like I said. Anyway, let me get 2 cards on the table for pile 3. The Sun card came out in reverse. The Sun card came out in reverse. Is somebody, what is this? Somebody not going to heaven? I don't know. Look at this card. Look how it look. It looks like somebody going into the sky and their ancestors meeting them up there or something like that. Oh, this light. It's like happiness though. Look how this face look. This face look like welcome back home. Or some shit like that. It looks happy. A lot of these spirits look happy. They look like they're rejoicing. Even at the top right here, it looks like flowers and shit. You see how they're smiling? And like they look like they're happy. Like, yes, you made it back into the fold. This song right here playing is like, that's my anxiety. The anxiety song. In my hand is the knight as the king of swords. He doesn't have no head. He's a headless horseman. He's a headless horseman. King of swords. Anyway, this card came out in reverse. Somebody not, their ancestors not happy. because this is the same spread that the King of Pentacles showed itself, right? In the beginning. Four of Pentacles, somebody could have been just wanting to hold on. Now, this could be a message from somebody on the other side. If you know somebody that just was materialistic, they just wanted to hold on to what they could see. And then when they go and transition, it's like it's nothing there for them or some shit like that. Anyway, look, let me see. Let me look at the sun card in here in reverse. I kind of feel like now, look, I ain't never die and come back, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, the Scorpio in my chart. Now, I haven't literally died and come back, but I have spiritually, physically. No, they didn't put me in the ground and dig me back up or no shit like that. But even if people do that, like pet cemetery type shit, I wouldn't trust that. Mm-mm. I wouldn't think that's the same person. I just wouldn't. But then again, I don't know. I'm thinking about how Jesus brought them people back, and his discipleship was bringing people back to life. But I don't think they was buried and shit like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't too far gone. But then did y'all ever seen that show American Horrors or something like that? With I think it was with witches or something like that. And then, I don't know, or with zombies. I don't know, but that boy, they brought that boy back to life. They put his body parts together like Frankenstein. I don't know if it's trigger warning or not, but anyway, let me see. The sun card in reverse. No thanks. Anyway, let me see. Sun card in reverse though. Sun card, sun is like blissfulness, happiness. Somebody's not happy because happiness is not immaterial things. We give things meaning. Okay, we make things meaningful. Otherwise, it's just whatever it is. That's why it's nice to romanticize your life. It's nice to use your imagination, use your inner child to make things a little bit more than what it is. Now, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between doing that and exaggerating and talking to other people about it and being in delusion and inviting them into your romanticized life and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful with it. But let me see. These cards don't have in reverse meanings. All right. The divinatory meaning, it says Grateful Dead. I'm finna read the whole thing. It says in Tales of the Grateful Dead, the good-hearted hero pays a dead man's debt and then befriends a stranger on his journey. After bringing a pattern of good fortune, the stranger discloses his true identity as the dead man the hero had kindly helped. Everything has come together in a confluence of joyful exuberance. The circle of positivism. I never read this word ever. The circle of positivism exemplifies the return of good karma. All the elements embrace the energy of the sun and ensure that life continues. Divinatory meaning, abundance and joy are all encompassing as hard work and kind acts are rewarded. It's important to remember that small joys can culminate into true happiness. Okay. I like this. I like that story. What happened? The man had debts, he paid it, and then he helps him again. And then, okay, you put in positivity in the world, is like you're going to be shown good fortune and positivity. You knowing yourself, and I feel like you being in your purpose too. I feel like you being present too. And yeah. So I guess these cards, I guess I don't use them in the reverse. I mean, look, I can anyway, but everything I said, it still stands, but I feel like it's in the upright. So let me get one card on the table for pile 3. Is there any interference with these cards? So you being positive is coming back around full circle. Yeah, something about being a good person, right? And then when I think about, I don't know, because you know how people celebrate Christmas in December, but I feel like, I don't know. If you ask me, I don't know, but I feel like Jesus would be a Pisces more than a Capricorn. Wait, what? Yeah, that's what I think. And then I'm thinking about the what would Jesus do fish. Okay. But something about you, also how like in the spiritual community or like whatever we say, metaphysical world, we say that some people are mirrors to other people. And that's why people be acting up and they be getting out their body, they be acting crazy. But or they get just triggered into change, into looking at themselves and you know what I'm saying? Probably growing and shit like that. That could be relevant too. Maybe that was hidden to you. Somebody didn't want you to know. Somebody, I don't know, man. Because I'm thinking about a closet. I'm thinking about things being hidden. Okay. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me get one card on the table for pile 3. Clear out any interference with these cards. Clear out any interference with these cards. Let me get one card on the table for pile 3. Hidden truths. All right, 2 cards came out, but I'm going to put this one on the top right here. Okay, so I can still look at it. Anyway, at the bottom, what came out is the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, earth energy. Everybody could be up to their own interpretation. That's just what I feel like. Who knows? Who knows, okay? Two of Pentacles, earth energy, balancing out your time, your money, your budget. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me drink some water. Eight of Pentacles, putting that work in. And then the Strength card, Leo energy. You being in your purpose, you seeing who you really are, you walking it like you talk it. That's not what everybody be doing. Apparently, okay, I don't really see any other way to be, but apparently everybody's not doing that. And it's making you need to be strong. You are strong. You continue to be strong because everybody's not doing what you're doing. Okay. And I'm looking at the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. Let me see something. Let's see about this Four of Pentacles. I'm looking at the Two of Wands. Talking about this Four of Pentacles for pile 3. Clear out any interference with these cards. Talking about this Four of Pentacles for pile 3. Hidden truths they need to know. Clear out the interference. Clear out the interference with these cards. This could be about the folks feeling some type of way about them looking at you, then looking at themselves and not liking what they see. And you continuing to be strong because it is what it is. Okay. You are who you are. And But also, yeah, keep your involvement hidden. I don't know if you do want to hide something or keep something to yourself. The high priestess energy does keep things to themselves too. So use your discernment, okay? Don't share things and it's to your detriment or something like that. Some of the Four of Pentacles for pile three. Some of the Four of Pentacles for pile three. Three of Wands, Strength card, and the Six of Cups. You have a lot of support on the other side. They're supporting your happiness. And it's making me, this card in particular makes me think about like Wendy and Peter Pan, and they was flying in the sky shit. But this is the Nine of Cups. So this is happiness, okay? Hold on to who you really are. Don't let anybody change you. Now, if you're growing as a person, that's you changing yourself. That's okay. You letting God change you, mold you, shape you. That's okay. But do not let no people do it. Okay. Don't let no people do it. Anyway, this is what came out. The clarified of Four of Pentacles. All right. To me, it's like holding on, like I said, to your resolve. I'm looking at the Six of Cups. This could be like you patronizing your ancestors, like giving to your ancestors. Six of Cups, familiar energy, kindred spirit energy, and something about you having the strength of your ancestors too. And with all these roots coming out, I don't know. This looks like somebody, grandma, somebody. It looks like a grandma energy. This is the strength card. And like all these different roots or something. It kind of remind me of like neurons too, though too. But you know how the human body mimics nature, and there's like a light coming out of her chest. And this is the other card that came out, Three of Wands. These three cards came out, Three of Wands. So it's like this is when your ships come in, and this kind of makes me feel like going to the other side and like your ancestors, they meet you there. It feels positive. It feels positive all the way around. Okay. But we're alive. Okay, you pinch yourself. We're alive. It hurts. We're alive. We're on earth. So look, Four of Pentacles, continue to hold on to who you are. Be strong. Be courageous. Something about you shaking hands, you being in, you having support, people greeting you, people meeting you, happy to see you. Right? Because even I feel like heaven, even heaven on earth, is like all the things that you like. Even it's all the things that you like. All the things that I like might not be all the things that somebody else like. My Ten of Cups might not look like somebody else's Ten of Cups. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bible, it says something about, I don't know if it says something about trusting the Lord or loving the Lord, with loving the Lord or something like that. And you'll have all the desires of your heart. All the desires of your heart. This looks like in there. Looks like that's her heart space. Yeah, it look like where her titty at. Heart space. That's what it looked like. Maybe a little bit below. I don't know, but below. I don't know. I wanted to say something about five below. I don't know, but yeah. It's all the things that you like. But it's like being connected. God made you who you are. I'm thinking about this just what I am song by Kid Cudi. I'm just what I am. It's like embracing who you are and winning that way. Like what? Winning that way. Winning in life that way. There was a video that I did and I showed y'all Lauren Hill accepting an award. And she was like, to all the artists and all the people that I don't feel like you gotta you gotta you gotta choose between God and your art. You don't have to choose. It's all together. All together, all together now. I don't know. I think about some kind of Kirk Franklin song. He'd be like, all together now. This could be any song that he got. But anyway, yeah, seeing who you really are. I don't know. Because, Pisces energy, 12th house, it could give martyr. Even we just talking about Jesus. It could give martyr. So I don't know if somebody wanted to, you know what I'm saying? It could give sacrifice, the hangman. So I don't know if whatever I just said, somebody didn't want you doing that or some shit like that. Some of the sun card. Ooh, that's in the Empress. The Empress looks so nice in this deck. It's the Empress card. Like the colors, it looks so pastel. It looks so it looks and feels nice. Some of the sun card for power three. Hidden truths you need to know. Yeah. Instead of feeling like God will shame you, you got to be like this. This is the example. Instead of like you being yourself and you loving yourself, you loving who God made you, you know, and sticking with yourself. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, like not abandoning yourself, not going to be in somebody else's campaign and shit like that. Like they got something for you. They might not have shit for you. You gotta have shit for yourself. Like you gotta look at yourself like I could take care of me. Look at me. I'm something to take care of. Like it's an extra person or something like that. I don't know. Some of the sun card for power three. Clear out any interference with these cards. You get one card on the table. The Five of Wands. Oh my goodness, the person don't. It's not funny, but oh my gosh. Five of Wands. This is like Last Samurai, but I don't know. Somebody didn't, they didn't win. Five of Wands. Even there's a face right here on the side that's like, and then look, they don't got no hair. And look at their scalp. Oh my goodness. This is the Five of Wands. This is, I don't know, somebody had a fight and got their hair pulled. Oh my gosh. The eyes look droopy and stuff. I don't know. It's not looking good. I don't know. It made me feel like stroke type of symptoms. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. I mean, this could be about somebody giving you evil eye. They could not be doing too well. This could be being seen. The Sun card. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. Look at this wolf. Woofy. Look at how his eyes look in this. I don't know what this is. I mean, it kind of reminds me of chakra colors. It kind of reminds me of monitoring spirits. Ooh. At the top of the deck is Judgment. This is somebody. What's this? A rod and a staff? And this is somebody's heart being weighed out to see if it's lighter than a feather. What if somebody's heart is the same weight as the feather? What if their heart is the same weight, like it's not lighter? Then you asked out. You still asked out? I don't know. But judgment, oh my gosh. In this particular deck, this card doesn't even have no meaning. And then when I look at this card, it's like somebody's trapped. This kind of made me feel like somebody drowning, somebody trapped. Because look how they look, like their hair is going up. It looks like it's like they underwater. Underwater. It was that Vibes cartel. I don't know, but let me see what's going on. I'm looking at the High Priestess and the Five of Cups. Yeah, this could be a spiritualist that came against you because you could be somebody that you have prophetic dreams. Then I was going to say prolific. Something about your psychic knowledge, something about your spirituality, something about you knowing yourself, okay? And somebody's sad. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. The High Priestess. I don't know. This is this person's their own ancestors. This song right here playing is Hey Y'all by Andre 3000. These are like cups or bowls or something like that around her waist. It kind of makes me think about like wind chimes or like I don't know, wind chimes are like when people get married and they put cans at the back of their car and the cans is like I don't know. But whoever this is, this high priestess energy, shake it. Shake it. Somebody could have wanted to go against you. And this is seen in this person. This could be seen in this person physically or Six of Pentacles. This could be somebody like the magician. I mean, paying for people to do magic on you, paying for them to not be caught up in physical attraction, paying for them to not be caught up in targeting you or something like that. Maybe targeting your blessings or targeting who you are. This could be somebody who was looking in the mirror, pretending they was you or some shit like that. Pretending they see you or some shit like that. Whoever's trying to fuck my solar plexus chakra, bitch, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Give it up, let it go. Don't try again no more. What is this? I'm looking at the Four of Wands. Tell me about this Sun card. Clear any interference with these cards. Clear out any interference with these cards. Ooh, look at the Star card. I know it looks nice. I just wanted to show y'all. I also put the deck. I seen the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Keep your hidden truths you need to know. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Look how happy you look. He also looked like he got all his jewelry on or something. Nah, but this feels like a good card. This feels nice. So I'm looking at the King of Swords, the Sun card. I don't know. If somebody was trying to be like, oh, I'm this person or something crazy, it's like, no, you're not because look at your life or something like that. I don't know. But I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. Even this card looks like some type of defeat or defeatist energy. Maybe somebody's like in a defeatist energy, but these cups, they're like, I feel like I smell like alcohol and I don't be drinking. But I'm looking at this. The cups look. This is like the Grim Reaper, a hooded figure with dark is dark on the inside. And it's like all their cups, all their options, all their hopes is like being poured off the cliff. And this person's got their head down, like in shame. And I don't know, that's a helmet or something right there. Hmm. Somebody was so sure about the way they was going or some shit like that. And it's important, it's a good idea to be teachable, always revise things when you learn something new. I feel like, especially when it comes to like beliefs, there's some things that's like, it's not a belief. It is what it is. It's true, whether you believe it or not. And then there's some things that's beliefs that could change when you get some new information. Your mind is blown. Oh, I thought something was a certain way. Or I thought it was best to think about something like this. But you know what? It might be more beneficial if I think about shit like this. It might make more sense if I think about shit like this or something like that. How about this Two of Pentacles for pile 3? Clear out any interference with these cards. Knight of Pentacles. She ain't got no clothes on. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Even though the book don't got no reverse meanings. But the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, Cancer energy. It's about somebody not on their path. Two of Pentacles, balancing out your time, your money, your budget, your energy. The Chariot moving forward. The Magician. Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. I don't know. What's over here? The Ten of Pentacles. King of Pentacles again. The High Priest. Ooh, this deck got the High Priestess and the High Priest. Right? That's what's up. I'm kind of checking these cards out, and I'm sorry. Let's get to the read. Let me focus on it here now. All right, so pile 3. Hidden truths you need to know. I don't know. Something about being mindful of what you invested into. Maybe you wasn't aware of what someone was invested into. What they was taking action on. Talking about this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There are any interference with these cards. Talking about this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. All right, it's King of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in my hand, and then, oh my God. These cards, I think they're like the scariest cards I got. But I'm looking at but it's still good cards in the deck though. But look how shiny this looks. This is Ten of Pentacles. Look, it looks like it's glitter. Like it looks like it's glitter in the card. It's not. It's a picture, but it's like glittery in there. It looks all bright and light. This the water is like glistening and shit. It's sparkling. It's pristine. It's clean. Ten of Pentacles. Good legacy. Good seeds planted. Okay, but this the Ten of Pentacles could also be somebody in your family, right? Now the Ten of Pentacles been coming out since the beginning. Like I said, somebody could have been looking at you on your path. Maybe this is you. And then this right here in his hand, it do look like some type of tool to use to till the land or something like that. It was not some type of Grim Reaper thing or something like that. And then I'm looking at all these birds. I don't know. Because I just thought about them cartoons where it'd be like a vampire. And then like the vampire, he turns into a bat, or he turns into many bats or some shit like that. I don't know. I think these are birds though. I don't know, but my point is this King of Pentacles, I don't know. Maybe he could have got his finances in a questionable type of means. Okay. Or earth sign. This could be somebody in your family, right? Only going this route because they wasn't on their path. They didn't invest into being on their path. And I feel like God, I mean, according to this manifesting your mastery cards that I got, I feel like God is the one that gives us our purpose, that gives us that zest for life because he's the one that gave us life. Okay. I don't know what y'all believe in. Big boom, big bang, big boom. I don't know. But whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Not whatever like being disrespectful, but whatever makes you feel connected, okay? Anyway, next to the Ten of Pentacles, this is why I was like, squeamish and shit. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all, but she looked like a vampire and there's blood coming out her mouth. Let me see if I can stand to look at it. Cause it looks, I feel like I feel her screaming. Oh my God, this person's screaming. Like, oh my God, it's giving like high pitched scream. I'm looking at the Nine of Swords. Look how she look. Nine of Swords. I guess those are swords in the water. There's swords in the water, like blade up. But then I'm thinking about those springs, like those springs that be like shooting from like those fountains, shooting water out the ground. Anywho, this person, she's holding her chest like this, like she want to get out her body. Nine of Swords, like so much pain. This could be somebody's soul. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. At the top of the deck is a Hanged Man. I don't know. This is 12. This is Pisces energy. The Hanged Man. I don't know, man. This made me feel like I said, this could be somebody, I don't know, they got lost. They wasn't on their path. They could have came against you. Somebody who knows themselves. And they having sleepless nights. They're consumed. With the Hanged Man here, though, it's like, if you don't learn, God shows you. God is going to show you. Life is going to show you. But I'm looking at the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. It's like a skeleton right here. It looked like it's like in the ground. It doesn't have to be in the ground, but it's a skeleton. And then on the other side, it's a man. I guess it's giving like Pisces energy, like it kind of looked like a little infinity symbol or something like that. Mm-hmm. But this is the Hanged Man. I don't know. I was gonna say something about Siamese twins or something, but the Hanged Man. Well, I was gonna say something about there's some lessons if you don't learn them while you're alive, you still gonna learn them, but you might have to transition to learn them or some shit like that. Especially if you hard head. That's how I feel. Justice, Libra energy, especially if it's something you know what I'm saying it's not good for you. Whatever it is, like warning before destruction. And it's like, oh, you don't want to learn, then you gonna learn. Justice, you don't want to learn, then you're gonna learn. This could be somebody who wanted to do some type of mental shit to your brain. This is Seven of Wands. Get back, bitch. You don't know me like that. It looked like he's trying to, because the one doing it looked like he's the one powerful, right? Like he's trying to siphon some shit. This is Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh. It's like red. I don't know what is this, blood or what? It's like little dots. It's like little dots of blood or something. But I don't know. What's that phobia? Trick or something? When it's like little dots and shit. Or little hole, it's holes, mad holes and shit. It's mad holes and shit. And it's like, ugh. But anyway, Nine of Swords, Five of Swords. Whether this person transitioning or not. Okay, because we're all alive, we're doing this reading. Five of Swords. One upmanship trying to be better. It's like some type of spirits chasing them, getting them back, or something like that. For what they was trying to do. Oh my goodness. Behind this Nine of Swords, you gonna believe it. Three of Swords. Uh-huh. And the Fool. This person was foolish. Three of Pentacles. Them and their friends. Six of Pentacles. Paying them. So being so concerned about the material world. What did it say? Gain the world and lose their soul? The Lovers. And the Four of Cups. The Tower. Not really paying attention to the love that they had in their life. And then I'm thinking about some John Mayer song talking about waiting on the world to change. And then I'm looking at the star card because you could have been the star in these people's lives. Star energy. And they come wanted to beat you down. They didn't know what to do with you. So they could have wanted to beat you down and shit so they could siphon off of you so they could live and they could have glorious lives without giving God the glory. And because they don't know. They don't know about you and me. They don't know about love. The high priestess. They're not really truly connected. Look how the high priestess face look. It looks contented. I'm finna wrap this up though. Hidden truths, power 3. Somebody is they're in judgment because they could have had you at a disadvantage since you was a child. Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles. They could want to apologize to you, Knight of Cups. So they're not in judgment. Knight of Cups, judgment. This song talking about I kissed a girl and I liked it. I don't know if that's not relevant to anything, but I'm looking at the high priestess at the bottom of the deck. It's like you're aware of this. Maybe somebody said that you kissed a girl and you liked it. Maybe you never kissed no girl. So what's she talking about? So anyway, I don't know. But anyway, 3 of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken. They could be heartbroken about some lies, or they could be heartbroken because their heart is not lighter than a feather. They could be heartbroken because they don't know themselves. And good things happen. I feel like good things happen when you know yourself. How you like when you know yourself, you know what's for you type shit. You're clear. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like a personal sign to my dreams, then I got you. If you like to tip your reader, i.e. me, my information is in the description box, okay? Let me get one card on the table for pile 3. Hidden truths they need to know. Here and now. Hidden truths they need to know, pile. And also, I don't know, maybe there's people that was hidden. Maybe there's people that was hidden in something that you didn't know about. Or something like that. Let me get one card on the table for pile 3. But somebody could want to plead with you. Like, please, let me be by you where all these, I don't know if this is koi fish, but I don't know. Something about be by you and your good vibes or something. Anyway, let me get one card on the table for pile 3. Clear out any interference with these cards. Hidden truths they need to know. I just like one card. Make sure y'all protecting yourselves, especially if you're into spirituality. Especially these folks they be doing some mirror magic or some shit like that. Okay. Clear out any interference with these cards. Goddess of 10,000 names. Pile 3. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, talk about, I'm much more than this. I'm much more than who you knew me to be, or some shit. I don't know. Here's the point. If you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, you don't need nobody to help you. This oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging your growth from within. It's already on the inside of you. If you feel that cageness, you feel that constriction, that's your inside. That's like, let me out. Let me burst out. Let me do some shit. Or something like that. Okay. Let me step into this role, this new identity. Okay. You don't need nobody to give you no permission or nothing like that, to put no name tag on you or no shit like that. Something like that. Something about you being yourself. And God gave this to you or something like that. Okay. I seen some short. It was with Jim Carrey, and he was like, he was saying that he was thankful to the universe that he got the role as Jim Carrey. Like he got the role, like who he is, like how the world knows him. He was like so grateful that that's the part that he got to play in life. So I feel like you're also playing a part. I feel like you're also playing like an important part too. Like people's gonna know you and shit. Okay. I feel like that. Because you know yourself. Okay. Something like that. Anyway, let me get a fortune. All right, this for pile 3. Pile 3, you will soon be the center of attention. Okay, so I hope you're ready. You will soon be the center of attention, pile 3. Here's some numbers y'all can use for the lottery. It could resonate with you in whatever type of way. 2, 23, 24, 38, 40, 46. Okay. Let me get you. Did I get y'all one of these? I didn't. Let me get y'all one of these. Let me get y'all one of these right here. And then I'm going to edit out for real. Okay, this is for pile 3. I think I've seen that one already. Let me get a new one. All right, pile 3. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Lao Tao Tus. I don't know how to say his name, but I don't know how to say it out loud. I just read it in my head. But Lao TZU. I don't know how to. I don't know how to put them words together. Anyway, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. This is a saying because some people don't take that one step. Some people don't take the 1,000 mile steps. We always, I feel like we always stepping, but it's like, what you stepping towards? Are you stepping in the name love? I don't know, but look at the bottom, at the behind this, it says always be an optimist. Okay, power 3. Again, it's made me feel like Sagittarius energy though too. It made me think about Nicki Minaj, where she said something about optimist prime, being an optimist. Okay, always be an optimist, pal. Power 3. Okay, that's the reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. And being an optimist, like, it's valuable. Okay, and that could be something that was hidden from you. Maybe some folks acting like it wasn't no big deal, but it is. It's bigger than you thought or something. I don't know. Bigger than most people think or something. Anyway, that's the reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out your zodiac sign reads. Okay, peace out and later on.